Hello everyone, I'm back here today with another video, woohoo! So yeah, it's like 8:30 in the morning. I have to be at work by 10. My hair is crazy. Moving on, okay? We don't talk about it. First gonna be taking like a spoolie and I'm just brushing my eyebrows upwards. It's gonna help with shaping them a lot. And then I would normally go in with this Benefit Ka-Brow dip brow thing, but it like dried out on me and I don't know why. It's very annoying. But I'm just gonna use that brush that comes with it. And I'm going to go into the Anastasia Cream Contour Palette, and I'm just going to take that darker shade just because that's what matches my eyebrows the best and use that. And then starting off with the, I'm just going to draw a line on the bottom, and then I'm just going to blend it up, and it's going to be more light towards the inside of the brow and heavier on the tail, just to give it a more natural look. And then I'm just pressing them out one more time just to make sure it's all blended well. Then I'm going back in with the upside down Anastasia Beverly Hills brow set. I don't know which color this one is. You can just pick the one that matches your eyebrow best. Brushing them upwards towards the front, and then I'm brushing them back down towards the tail just so they don't look super bushy. Then I'm going in with just a concealer, flat concealer brush, and my foundation, and I'm just going to be cutting them out just to make them look a lot sharper and more just more better. Blending that upwards towards the forehead and down the eyelid. Then I'm going Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I don't know why I'm trying to show you the shade. I think it's fair. I can't even see it. I don't know. The lightest one probably. Covering my eyelid with that. And I'm just blending it out with a beauty blender, and then in just a second I'm going to be setting it with just a white powder. Oh hey, there's Sparky. Hey Sparky. Sparkito Huerito is what we call him around here. My cuddle buddy. Say bye. Okay, now I'm taking the powder. Just that NYX, I think it's HD something. I'm just taking this Morphe brush and setting the eyelid. The reason I'm doing my eyes first today is just because the shadow that I'm planning on using is going to have a lot of fallout. I'm taking the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault palette, and I'm taking the palettes Armed and Gorgeous and Dark Magic, and I'm going to be mixing a few shades in with that. Taking the M518, just a big fluffy brush, and I'm putting these two shades, if I can get it, these two shades, looks like Access and Poof, mixing them and putting them in my crease. It's better, if I'll show you in just a second, if you just go in a windshield wiper motion like this and then in circles. That'll just prove that, that'll just blend them out better and make it look seamless. And then I'm going in with the Morphe, the M441. I'm reading this as I'm doing this. Me struggling, don't judge. I'm taking these shades Agent and Shh. Mixing those, and I'm putting them still on the crease, but a little bit lower than that original color, just to build dimension, and then it'll actually help create a new eye shape. And then I'm taking this one, which is an even more defined brush. See how it's like, I guess, pointier? I don't know. It's thinner. It's the M433. I'm going to be taking that in the shade, let's see what I used. Secret and Smooth Criminal, like Michael Jackson. Smooth Criminal. And then I'm just putting that in the outer V, just making sure to pack that in there. Keeping it lower than all the rest of the colors, but still making it shown on the outside portion of the eye. And what you want to do whenever working with a lot of colors like this, you want to keep going back with the original brushes that you used and blending each color in out as you go. Like for example, I'm using this brush now, but then I'm going to take the brush that I last used and blend that out, and then the first brush and blend that out also. Then I'm going to be taking that flat concealer brush again, the same one that I used on my eyebrows. Taking the Dart Shape Tape Concealer. And then I'm just taking that right onto the brush, and I'm going to be cutting the crease. The way I do this is I kind of follow the natural shape of my eyeball. As gruesome as that sounds, you can kind of feel where your eyeball starts to end, I guess. And then just placing this concealer there and dragging it down onto the lid. You could do a whole cut crease like I just kind of mentioned that. You could do a whole one, but today I'm just going to be doing a half one just because a whole cut crease is a lot more work. And I am doing a shade that I don't want on my whole eye, just like a pop in the middle. Just make sure you add enough to actually have a nice base for a color. And I'm just taking that white powder again that I used to set it originally, and I'm literally just taking any brush to set that. All of my brushes were still dirty from the skull makeup look that I did, so I didn't want a random color on my eyelid. And I'm taking the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going in with that shimmery yellow. To make your shimmers more pigmented, whenever you put them on the brush, if you actually spray them, you can even use water, contact solution, like I'm using setting spray, whatever you can. It's going to make it a lot more pigmented. And I'm just putting that on top of where we put the concealer. See? Very, very pretty. Wiping away the fallout, which is why I did my eyes first in this look. Another good thing is that with blue eyes, my eyes aren't really that light. They're kind of a dark sea blue. But with this color, it's going to make them pop a lot. The brown and the yellow. A lot of warm tones make blue eyes pop more. Then I'm going to just be doing my eyeliner. I'm going to speed through this real quick because it was very difficult for me because I'm almost out of my eyeliner. Don't worry, since then I bought another one, so we're good. It just took me forever. I'll do like a tutorial on a wing liner if you guys want me to. I can always do that. And I'm just popping on some mascara, and then we're just going to move on to the face, put the eyes on hold for now. I'm taking the almost said Maybelline, the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm just putting that on a wet beauty blender and just dabbing it into my skin. I find that the beauty blender not only takes a lot of the product off so it's not so cakey, it makes it just look smoother. And with my dry skin, especially with this weather changing in Texas, crazy girl, it's crazy. So I'm just doing that just to make sure that my skin still looks hydrated. I've been going in with the Tarte foundation. The only reason I'm using the foundation as a concealer is because 1, it's less coverage, 2, because I am almost out of concealer, and that is my husband sleeping back there, almost waking up with his Christmas fuzzy socks in November. Those are my fuzzy socks, by the way. I'd like them back. You're welcome. Just blending that out with that same beauty blender. Then I'm going to be going in with that cream contour palette again, and I'm just going to be taking this little, I guess it's considered like a foundation or concealer brush, but I just use it for this. with the light shade and the medium shade, and you don't want to go in swipes like I'm showing you right now. You want to go in like circular motions, just to make sure it gets all blended. If you go in with like just like one solid stripe, it's possible that it could just dry that way and it will be really, really hard to blend. Like on the forehead, I just kind of slap it there. My forehead's really dry, and then I blend it out with the beauty blender. Only because my forehead is like super, super dry for some freaking reason. I don't know. Then I'm taking the Coty Airspun powder, and then I'm taking the beauty blender again. I rarely use brushes on my face just because, again, my face is so dry. It just dries it out even more. If I use that wet beauty blender, it makes it a lot more moisturized. Then this is just a Morphe, like a magnetized palette. Those shades are actually from the Kat Von D contour palette. My palette was like super messy and it was just taking up too much space, so I just took out the colors and put them in this Morphe palette. Then you want to take a sponge like this. This is also a Morphe sponge. It has like the creases on it, like the flat edge, just so you can bake. What baking does is it'll sit there and settle in your oils, and it'll create that part of your skin a lot more bright. So I put it underneath my contour just for the contrast.
I'm taking a picture.
Okay, boo-boo.
Come, buddy.
Okay, boo-boo.
And sparkly.
No, not sparky.
What?
Yes, please.
Mm.
Aren't we too cute? The conversations that we have. So now I'm just contouring my nose. I just took this little tiny brush. I'll insert here the number. It's a Morphe brush, and I just put that contour powder on my nose on the sides. The closer together the two lines are, the smaller your nose is going to be. If you just put the lines on the side of your nose and just slap them on there, it's going to contradict itself and make your nose look even bigger. Then I'm just putting more of that yellow shade on the inner part of my lower lash line. I don't know why that was so hard to say. And then here, ended up my brush being dirty, so it kind of looked green. But I sort of fixed it. It's okay. It's whatever. Makeup doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you like it, you do whatever you do. Then I'm going back in with that mascara. This is the Maybelline Mega Volume, I think it's called, in Blackest Black. And then I am just popping on some lashes with the Duo. I use the clear glue just because whenever I use the black glue, it gets all over my face. So, using the clear one. And I kind of struggle with this also because I lost my tweezers. I normally use tweezers for this, but I just used my pointy nails as tweezers, and it worked out. Worked out alright. You see, the goal is just to make it as close to your actual lash line as possible, and it turns out a lot better that way, rather than seeing like a gap. Just gotta work at it. See? And then I'm just brushing away that bake. And then I'm going in with this other Morphe brush. I don't know what it is. And this tiny little brush. And this Milani highlighter. And I'm going on my brow bone and on the inner corner of my eye, just to bring it out a little more. And then I'm taking that Morphe setting spray, spraying it all down. And then what I do is I will spray my face first and then go in with my highlighter. It just makes it pop a lot more. You see? See how it's popping? Putting some on my nose. Fixing that contour a little bit just because the highlight ruined it a little. And then going in with the Too Faced Melted Lipstick. Liquid lipstick, I guess. It doesn't dry out. I think it's the shade Sugar. This packaging is super, super old, and I'm pretty sure that I don't have them look like this anymore, but it's okay. And that is the completed look. You get like a yellow half cut crease eye with winged eyeliner and lashes. And there you have it. Thank you guys for watching so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye bye.